All right, we're on running.
All right.
Okay, where did the class first hear about the idea of buying this bomber? Well, how'd you guys come up with this brilliant idea?
It was in the 8th grade civics class at South High School, and we were reading the Weekly Reader, what was pretty prominent in all the public schools, just a newspaper that came out for the kids and the activities in the school and so on. And there was an article in there about somebody doing pretty much the same thing that South did for the bomber drive.
Yeah.
So I said to Mr. Sarine, who was Mr. Corey, Mulder, Mr. Mulder, who was our teacher, I said, why can't we do something like that? He says, yeah, sure. And I says, how do we do it? He says, well, why don't you go to the principal's office and Mr. Coriel and see what he would think about it. And he says, you want to go alone? I says, no, I'll take somebody. So I took my friend Mel Hartger along. And Mel and I went down to the principal's office, and from after that, I don't really remember what happened. We were only 13-year-old boys,
Boy,
you know. And the idea's there, and then you turn it over to the other people who are higher up in school. So from there, it just kind of mushroomed.
So your principal was Coriel. He was still there when I was there. I think he retired when I was there.
But I understand, yeah.
Somewhere, around that time.
Sandra mentioned that too, yeah.
Because I remember him,
Yeah. And she remembered Mr. Mulder too, I believe she did, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Civics class.
So who first proposed the idea? You guys did it, right? Not the teachers, you guys.
Oh no, I did, and then Mel, and then everything else.
Okay. Give me your name for official record here.
Art Blackport.
Okay, wow, you guys did that. All right, how many were in your class?
That's pretty hard to remember. Just an average class, probably.
Yeah.
Probably 25, 30 maybe.
She says, who were your teacher? But all right, so who was your teacher in your civics class? Do you remember that or not?
Yeah, Henry Mulder.
Oh, Henry Mulder.
Yeah,
Mulder,
okay,
good. What was the teacher's reaction to your idea? Objection? Hey, you guys are dumb, stupid, doesn't work, or enthusiastic, or what?
I think he was enthusiastic. There was no rejection at all. Nothing about, well, let's think about it or that type of thing.
Yeah.
We acted immediately. He says, "Fine, go to it.
Wow.
Go to the principal's office and so on."
So you started it, then you grabbed somebody else, or you just told the teacher and then went to the principal's office?
Yeah. He told the teacher. He says, "Fine, go do it." So I took Mel along, and we went to the principal's office, and that was it.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the principal went for it, huh? Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Jeez. Did the class vote to participate? Obviously not. You
No,
guys just made the decision.
We just did it.
Yeah.
I don't think the class really had anything to do with it. They wouldn't object it, but if the teacher approves it, why would they object to it?
So you were a young businessman right off the start. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Not really, but
an entrepreneur at least.
Yeah, and that's really not me. I mean, it surprises me sometimes, to think about it.
No, it was you. It says, what outside agencies did you guys enlist for help?
I don't remember anything along that line.
Yeah.
See, once we started it, the other older classmates and the seniors and so on were more in it as to how they are lining everything up and so on, and we really did get into that.
Okay.
We kind of started it, but then it took off with the efforts of higher classmates and so on.
So how did you raise the money? What they do to raise money?
They sold war bonds. We sold war stamps.
Wow.
In those days, we had books where you could paste the stamps in.
Right.
And when you had a book, I believe it was 1875 that you spent on it with the stamps and everything. The stamps, I think, were either 10-cent stamps or 25-cent stamps. And when you reached the value of 1875, when you turned that in, it was worth $25 eventually.
Yeah.
So you're buying stamps that will mature to a value of 25, and this money, of course, all went towards purchasing of the plane and so on.
Wow. Amazing. Let me check something real quick on my mic. It was set for a party last night, so maybe I want to change it just to hear. Yeah, let me try that. It's more of a shotgun mic, so get you good. So you guys sold bonds. So Did you go around door to door, or you had advertised, or?
I think some people did. I mean, we were still young kids yet,
Oh, yeah,
only
oh, yeah.
13 years old,
Yeah,
and I think the older kids
Yeah.
did a lot more
Yeah.
of that than what we
Yeah.
did. I can remember that my folks would give us money, and we
Yeah.
could buy the stamps
Yeah.
and so on, but I don't remember going door to door, but I think probably a lot of them did.
Yeah, because you guys raised over $300,000.
Yeah, yeah.
That's back in 1942, right?
Well, 43
Three.
was the class, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So $300,000 back then is about 8 million today, or
Well,
something. 10 million.
whatever, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, so yes, you said, did you advertise it? Was it in the Detroit Free Press, or through churches, or just through word of mouth, probably, right?
A lot of word of mouth,
Yeah.
but like I say, those details I don't remember
Yeah,
too
right.
closely.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Huh. She said, "What did you guys set up a bank account?" I'm sure, obviously, somebody did.
Yeah.
Or was money paid to the government directly? I assume you guys probably collected the money first.
Yeah.
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 Oh yes, he says. How much were the war bonds? Now you mentioned the.
$25 war bonds. There might have been 50 and 75 or 100 too. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
25 I remember
was the stand-
definitely.
yeah.
$25 war bond. Yeah. 1875, and it matured to 25.
Were they set amounts, or could you dictate? Well, no, the bonds were government bonds.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Wow. All right. Do you know who was the biggest contributors?
I have no idea.
No idea. Was
No.
it church, or schools, or
No.
some business got involved?
That was a lot of internal stuff there, and,
Yeah.
and that's when
Yeah.
us kids,
Well, yeah.
because we were just kids,
I know.
we kind of left on the outside.
Yeah.
What does the 13-year-old have to know about
Well, yeah. No, I agree.
who's
But
the big contributor?
you
So-
might know that some big company jumped in, or
Yeah, I would know it if somebody
Yeah.
said it to me today,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
would say, "Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that."
yeah.
It had to be somebody big and so on.
So by the time you guys started, or came up with the idea, to the time it actually was bought, how much time was that? Was that a year or 6 months?
Well, I think it ran longer than that. I thought there's dates in the record. I thought it ran from 43 when we started to
Yeah.
about 45. I thought.
Oh, okay. I'll check the dates. But you guys started in 1943,
43, yeah.
or class of 43, right?
Yes, it was a class. Yeah, a class of.
So it could have been in the fall of 42 then, right? You know, was it
Well-
the fall or spring, or?
I figured it was 43 when it started. Actually, the whole thing when
Okay.
we were actually in class, and
Yeah.
it had to be before we graduated that year.
Yeah, right.
So it probably would have been sometime in the summer, or spring and summer, I
Yeah,
suppose,
yeah.
of 43.
Yeah.
By the time you get to June, you graduate,
Yeah,
and you know.
I think it was, but that's already started.
Yeah.
So, Were you at the, by any chance, were you at the ceremony? In
Yeah,
19
but that's not too clear. I was there.
You were there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For some reason, that's not too clear. When you get to be my age,
Yeah.
you don't remember
Yeah.
everything.
Have you ever seen the picture of it?
Oh yeah,
The picture of that was in the Free Press?
yeah,
With
yeah.
the plane and all the
Yeah,
people around
yeah,
it?
yeah. I mean, we got that there.
Okay,
Someplace.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I have a very, very clear picture of that. If
Oh,
you were interested,
okay.
I could mail that to you.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah, I mean, I can
all
do
right.
that. Did the guys go to the event in school bus together? Did you guys go together? Your parents took you, or were big buses went over there?
You know, I can't remember that either.
Yeah.
They talked about jeeps riding
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, there were jeeps. Yeah,
I honestly don't remember.
yeah.
I-
No, that's okay.
my memory doesn't work that good sometimes.
Oh, mine
you know.
doesn't either.
Yeah,
Mine doesn't
a
either.
lot of this, as you go over it, you're recalling more than what you really
Well,
knew when you
yeah,
started.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But I'm not making up anything, I hope. I
No.
mean, it's just
No,
what
no,
I
no, no,
remember.
no. Well, I just a small suggestion, because I know things come in and out, right?
Yeah,
If you remember something that that you
Okay.
think might be of interest,
yeah,
just write it down really quick,
all right.
and I'll call you again in a month
Yeah,
or so, see
all
if,
right.
see if you have any
Okay.
if you had any flashbacks.
Yeah. See, what would be interesting if I had some classmates left that I could kind of talk
Talk
with them
to,
and so
yeah.
on. But my close classmates are all pretty well gone,
Yeah.
including Mal. You know, if
Yeah.
Mal was here, we'd be doing this together. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, then right.
But,
and then you can go back and forth
yeah,
and try to
yeah.
figure out some stuff. Yeah.
And he could correct stuff that I
Yeah,
think I
yeah,
remembered.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because
Well, it said, was the band there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the band was,
Yeah.
the school band was there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. And, she said, do you remember what was said?
No,
I would
no,
guess-
no.
Were you there when the plane actually landed, or was the plane already landed? Was it already sitting there?
No, it was sitting there, I
Yeah,
think. That's what I do remember, that it was sitting there. I don't remember it coming in. It might have, but
Yeah.
by the time we got up there, it was sitting
Sitting
there.
there.
So.
And you remember at all if it took off when you guys were there?
No, I don't remember
Okay.
that either.
Uh,
No.
So how close did you guys get to that plane? Could you get pretty close, or was it barricaded off? Only the
Barricaded off.
Only only the big upper people were close to the plane.
With a pilot and what have you. I don't.
Yeah.
They had
What did
they had it fenced off and they had platforms set up and so on. But if
Yeah.
the fence is running here and the platforms are here,
Yeah.
the plane is way over here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and I don't remember getting that close to it.
Yeah.
And we certainly didn't go through it. Some
didn't
of
go-
them may have, but
Yeah.
I sure didn't.
Yeah, it would have been nice to do it,
Yeah.
especially the guys that started it,
Yeah.
to let you go into the
Yeah.
plane and have it take a look. You
Yeah.
know? Huh. Well, how'd you feel after all that idea and then you actually saw the plane sitting there? Do you remember any
I
feeling
think we-
proud or being happy or, you know?
Yeah, but you don't have an appreciation at 13 years
Right,
old
yeah.
that you would at say 20 or
But-
25.
Yeah, yeah.
I think as kids we just thought, hey, that's pretty good, you
That's
know,
pretty
and
cool,
let
right?
it go at that, you know. I don't think we got real excited about it.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think we really appreciated what we did,
Yeah, no.
nor did we realize
Yeah,
what we
what
did.
you did. Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. No, that was, when she told that story, I couldn't believe the story. I said,
Yeah.
man, that's just, eighth graders starting this stuff and the money
Yeah.
they raised, how much it was.
I think that's the angle she's working from,
Yeah.
isn't she? The fact that young people can be
Right, this is all about kids.
helpful
Yeah,
in life
yeah,
as
yeah.
well,
You
and
bet.
regardless of what angle you're coming from.
Right.
All ages can be
And
contributing
don't, you know,
to
basically
things.
don't dismiss young kids' ideas because
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
they actually are good
Yeah,
ideas. You know,
yeah.
and that happens a lot too,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
even today, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
kids go with ideas and you can't do that. Well,
Yeah.
well, you guys did. I think it's almost virtually impossible even to get even have that thought to do that.
I never thought of this as much as I do right now.
Well, oh,
now
no.
it really comes to me and I say, hey, that
No.
really was something.
It certainly was.
But I never thought about it,
Yeah.
probably until this time.
Yeah.
I've told my kids about it and so on,
Yeah.
and they weren't there, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
kind of goes in one ear and out the
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
And
Yeah. No, no. To me, this is a major event. I mean, geez, especially
Well,
South High School. You know,
yeah,
I'm very
yeah,
proud
yeah.
of that school.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
Oh, it said, do you know of any other classmates that I could talk to?
Betty DiStefano, the girl that sent me the last letter about a week or so ago, was well, she became our class secretary, I guess you might say,
Okay.
and she's kept us together for all these years
Yeah.
up until now. And she sent me that stuff that we have in the envelope there now. There's a few more pictures and what have you and so on.
Did she leave an address by any chance?
Yes, oh yes. She just moved. That's there. That's her address and her phone number's inside.
Jim Tabby Tapper?
Jim and Betty.
Betty?
Well, her maiden name was DiStefano. Is Tabor now.
Okay, Tabor, okay.
And you can open that up. And she's got her phone number in there on the yellow page.
Oh, yeah, I will call her. Is this a Grand Rapids number, do you know?
Yeah,
Good.
949. Yeah. She just moved there recently, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
See, and she gave me some of those pictures of Mel and I.
Oh,
and-
she got a whole book here.
Yeah, but some of those are repeats. One there is a repeat of this one down here, you know.
Yeah. And that's what's over there. No, I took a picture of this, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I will take pictures of those. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm going to contact her and
Oh, sure.
see what she says. And I will take pictures of that before I leave. I can take bigger pictures of that.
She might have better pictures that you can take.
Yeah,
because
I'll
she has
ask her,
taken
yeah.
pictures of what she's got.
Yes, he might have the original documents. And if I could borrow them for a few minutes to
possibly,
make copies.
yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, when you do it at 13, you probably don't think about it that much. But later in
No.
life, then when you see all this other stuff happening in the world, I mean, it's.
I don't think we realized at all what
Yeah,
we were doing
yeah.
and what we had done.
Yeah, you just did it because the idea came and you did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, other kids were doing it. Why can't we do it?
Yeah,
You know.
sure.
And I never thought, what are we going to get out of it? Why are we
Yeah.
going to do it?
Oh, yeah,
Why
yeah.
would you want to monkey with it?
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
I guess I just thought, well, if one school can do it, we can do it too.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that other school did, but it was
Yeah.
something along this
Right,
line.
right. Yeah, I think
of
that somebody,
raising.
yeah, somebody said there was like 10 planes were raised by
Oh, really?
different places. Yeah.
Okay,
I think it was.
all right.
I think I remember that number, but
Yeah.
I'm not real sure. My memory doesn't work as well sometimes either. But yeah. And it was nice to call it the Spirit of South High School. See, we did our 50th reunion, and Sandra put a speech together, and I put some pictures with the speech, and we called that the Spirit of South High School.
Oh, okay.
So we did all the stuff
Yeah.
of people from South High School.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, she found a guy that was graduated with Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
He just died last year. He was a Olympian, and he set some records as a senior. A senior Olympian.
Oh, was this a classmate of yours, or?
No, a classmate of Gerald Ford.
Oh,
He would be 19, whatever, Ford graduate. I can't remember, 30.
She's got a picture of
In
Ford
the
in the back
yeah.
there too, but.
Yeah, and the guy was still alive in Chicago, and he competed in the senior divisions.
Oh.
And the thing he regretted, he wanted to make the over 100 Olympian, set the record for over 100, and
Oh.
poor guy got sick, and then he passed away. And he passed away just last year. So. But yeah, so you find all these stories of the school of
Yeah.
people who've done some really interesting things. Of course, then we had Ford, and I don't know if you know that story, but the interesting story there was that he ran for class president and was not elected.
Really?
Of course, he became a president of this country,
Yeah.
and he was not elected either.
That's true.
Because of Nixon. yeah.
Coincidence, huh?
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If you come, like I said, if you wake up one morning and some thought comes to you, maybe if you write it down, and then
Yeah.
I'll call you again and see.
My memory just has to be jogged, that's all.
Oh, yeah,
And I don't know
sometimes-
how it's gonna happen, but
Yeah, sometimes when
strange things do happen
But
sometimes.
I will send you
know.
that picture. That's
All
a
right.
very beautiful picture. I'll
Okay.
send you that. Very pretty nice quality, and I'll just mail it
Okay.
to you, and we'll go from there.
Okay, fine.
All right, very good.
All right.
Interesting stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Sandra writes, she wrote a beautiful kids book.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and it was all illustrated. And so I volunteered to take those pictures. I made a DVD out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and plus the written words was also done by song. So I
Uh-huh.
took the pictures and put the song together and made a DVD out of that.
Oh, neat.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I'm retired, so, for 4 years now, and so I try to stay busy.
It's good you're staying active then.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
I don't. You could probably tell I don't sit
Yeah.
still for more than
Don't
5
forget
minutes.
that phone number on there.
No,
if
no,
you
no.
wanna
I
copy it
just
or-
want to take pictures of these first.
Oh, okay.
Just in case I don't get a hold of her, and just somebody jogs some memories. So.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, unbelievable. All right, I'm going to turn this off. You want to say goodbye to Sandra?
Goodbye, Sandra.